So Business Studies A-level course is for students that obviously want to study business. Maybe they're thinking about getting into a business in the future, maybe thinking about starting up a business in the future. So it's a great course because probably most students will end up working for a business. The course is really varied as well, so there's lots of different subject areas, so there's something for everybody in the course. In the first year, students study marketing, so looking at how we price a product, who's our target market, how we're going to advertise to them. We also look at managing people as well, leadership styles and entrepreneurs, what motivates an entrepreneur, why do they start their business up, and then as they grow their business, how difficult is it then to become a leader. Finance as well is part of the year one syllabus where we look at sources of finance and how to forecast your sales, cash flow forecasting, budgeting, etc. And then the second year, it's more strategies, tools and theories, so lots of decision making, and then we look at global business as well, managing people on a global scale and global marketing as well. So the Business Studies A-level course is assessed by 3 two-hour exams at the end. The paper 1 is obviously they're all written exams with calculate questions as well. So command of maths is really important, 10% of the exam is maths. But paper 1 is managing people and marketing on a UK and a global scale. And then the paper 2 is finance, strategies, tools and theories. And then the paper 3 is the whole syllabus, but we know the industry just before Christmas. Last year it was fashion, this year it was the music industry, so we prep students, get speakers in, maybe go on trips and really get to understand that industry so they feel prepared for their exams. We've done trips to Twickenham Stadium, so to see how they run the rugby stadium as a business, as well as Cadbury's World. So we get to go around, look at the factory, see how the chocolate is produced, and also they'll do a talk for us on how the business is formed, because obviously they've got sort of international side of the business as well, so looking at strategy, global branding and marketing. We've also visited local businesses like Roots and Seeds and Corinium Ales in the past. We'll go to the University of Gloucestershire or any other sort of local university where students tend to go to get a real good taste of what uni life might be like. And we also run an overseas trip. We aim to do that every year in the February-March. We've been to Seville, Disneyland Paris, and next year we're going to Barcelona, where we'll be visiting a brewery, the Barcelona Stadium, the Sagrada Familia, and do a tapas tour, which will be fun. Yeah, lots of our students will go on to university, so currently it's like a 60% sort of on average that will go off to uni, and lots of them will study business, they'll carry on with business. Some of them may like really enjoy maybe the marketing side or the economics or the finance and maybe go into that strand. Others will take a more general business degree. We get lots of students wanting to do international business and then take that year out abroad as well. About sort of 15% apprenticeship degrees as well, and then the rest go into employment. No, not at all. So you don't need to have studied GCSE business or any of the BTEC business courses, because I mean, when you come into business first of all at A-level, you might see that there are other people that maybe are putting their hands up a bit quicker than you, because they're a bit more confident. However, we start at a really good level. Everybody can access the course. And actually we find that with results there's actually no correlation to say that just because you did just GCSE you're going to do any better. Those that don't do really, really well on our course. And in fact by the time we get to end of year 1 you don't actually know who's done GCSE business or not. So you need to have a level 5 in maths. A level 5 in English is desirable because of the written content, and there is like 20 markers. It's 2 hours of writing for the exam times 3. So English is really important, but however, a 4 is acceptable. And then obviously GCSE grades of 4 and above for the rest. But yeah, and then like we say, you don't need to have done GCSE business.